how to use these oils to combat the summertime insects. So before we start, everybody, I hope you brought an oil with you. I'm going to use eucalyptus today because that's just what I'm feeling. And just take a drop, put it in your palm of your hand and rub it together. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and let it go. Let's do it again. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale. Let the shoulders fall away from the ears. Take another deep breath in. And let it go. Oh, that's so nice. I like it better on the last one. It's good. All right, so I am just figuring out how to use the oils because I just learned something new again tonight from Karen and Lee Aaron. So I will let them do a lot of the talking, but I was just going to talk a little bit about how I use cedar wood for my dogs, especially in the summertime. I will take cedar wood in the palm of my hand and I rub it down from the skull all the way down to their tail. It seems to be working. We haven't had any problems. They have not been on tick or flea medicine for almost 2 years now, and we haven't had any issues. So, and I mean, I feel like if it works, why would we change it? And then also, the mosquitoes really love me and my youngest daughter and my oldest daughter. We must be really sweet. So I like to combat that itchiness with lavender. So as soon as we get that bug bite, we go ahead and I'm like, I need lavender immediately. And it takes the itch away. So that's just a little tip for you. And then I always have geranium in my hair, and geranium is just a way to keep the bugs away as well. So that's really all I have, you guys. I'm gonna hand it over next to Karen. And
I had a question.
Oh, you did? What is it?
I do. How often did you apply to the dog? I've never put cedar wood on Jasper yet. And
my dogs really respond very well to it, but I just want to say a caveat to that. It really depends on your dog. So if you do decide to do this, I do it probably once a week when I groom them. I have to brush my dogs at least once a week. And so when I do the whole grooming process, that's when I do it and rub from head to tail. But I also just want to say that the best way to bring an oil to your dog is just let them smell it and see how they react. And make sure they have a way to get out of the room. Like, I have one dog that really does not like any of the oils. So she, as soon as I open the bottle, she will take off. She's like, I'm good. I don't want any of that. But I have another dog where I open the oils and he is coming over licking them off of me. He loves them. He loves all the strong ones like peppermint and deep blue and patchouli and lavender makes him act funny. So you really need to let your dog decide, just like we say, how our nose knows our body. Dogs are very instinctual as well. So that's just a caveat after that. Are there any more questions?
I know if I want to get my dog off of my bed, I put on deep blue.
That's so funny because my dog loves deep blue. Deep blue. And I was telling Monica today, it's so funny because with lavender, I put lavender on the dog that is usually, he likes most of the oils, but lavender makes them act like he's crazy for some reason. Like, if you've ever seen a cat on catnip, this is how my dog acts when he has lavender on him. It's very strange. So,
which is crazy because it's a calming oil, but
right,
you know, I mean, I see it. It's funny. You're like her dog Tank and my dog love deep blue. We put deep blue and they're like coming over and licking it all off, right?
They love it.
So weird.
That's funny.
Yeah. But that's all I have. So you can go next, Karen.
Okay. I'm up in New York visiting my folks. So if you can't hear me, it says my internet connection's unstable.
We can hear you fine though.
I'm doing okay on your side?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go like
Cool.
this if we can, or no, this is the.
and my computer still goes off too. Yeah, so now I'm double trouble tonight. Okay, so as far as insects go, we have an ant issue every year, and I take peppermint, and I usually just put a sprayer right straight on the peppermint, and I'll spray it around the windows. And then oddly enough, we have ants come in through a port where our phone is, so that, you know, that just must be a wall that they come up, and I'll also spray it directly into there. And it seems to work really well. No one likes peppermint. And when the insects walk over it, it burns them. So it's just not something that they really want to touch. I had some issues with asphalt sidewalks and black snakes deciding to sun on them during spring and fall, and discovered very quickly, same way, if using clove or cinnamon, very burny on their little bellies, and they don't want to come anywhere near it. The downside is that you have to spray it. So like if you know that you're going to be outside, you need to use it then, because oils are volatile and they evaporate quickly. So, you know, so when we know that we're going to be outside and we want, you know, clear decks and asphalt, then spraying cinnamon or clove is a great idea. doTERRA just came out this past year with citronella, lemon eucalyptus,
Yeah.
and there was one more. I'll think of it. But those are great oils to add to everything. I've always loved Purify because it does have the citronella in it. So it's just one of my favorite ones to use outside. doTERRA has a bug spray called Terra Shield. And for me, I have to add more things to it to make it potent enough. I think what's really important to remember when using oils for keeping insects away is that because oils do evaporate quickly, they have to be put with a carrier oil, or Leanne was saying that she uses witch hazel, which also helps the scent linger. And so when you spray it onto your body, when you spray it onto your clothing, I feel like the smell lasts a little bit longer. But when you spray it on your body does what? It absorbs the oil and it uses them. So, you know, on top of evaporating, your body's taking in the oil. So you just have to watch yourself for seeing how long, like how often you need to reapply so that a tick doesn't start. So I kind of, with insects, for us, I usually, you know, more is better. And usually I say the opposite. You know, you don't need to reapply, and, you know, a little goes a long way. But when it comes to keeping away insects, I reapply often when outside, especially being sweaty and all that kind of stuff. And I choose Liren.
I got the prize, yay! So actually, probably 10 weeks ago, 12 weeks ago, I actually attended a Zoom meeting on oils and pets. And I totally forgot about that until I saw my notes sitting in front of me. So they always suggest that when applying oils to your pets, like Renee said, let them smell it first, because some of them won't like it, some of them will. The ears are a really good place to put it on, and use the spray. And if you're doing a cat, dilute, dilute, dilute. So cats are similar to old people. They need to be diluted. So my husband actually just came in to me this morning and said he found a tick on the cat. So we are going to mix geranium And lavender, where did the lavender go? Oh, it's behind my teacup. Geranium and lavender with witch hazel, and then shake it up and then spray her. I'm going to do that as soon as we get off tonight. Because she's an outside cat.
Is it to take the tick off or to keep ticks away?
To keep her ticks away. Because she is an outside cat, but she comes in at nighttime to sit on the couch. Sounds weird, I know. But she likes to come in at night and sit with us and watch TV, and then she goes back out to the garage to sleep. So, yes.
I was just gonna say also, I just remembered with the ticks, with the dog, not the cat, since you have to dilute. I don't know anything about cats, but with the dog, with the tick, sorry, you can take a cotton ball and place either melaleuca or even peppermint and place it over the tick, wherever it's at, and it will back out completely. And you can do it on people too. So
Just don't pour it straight on the tick because I found out it kills it.
oh,
I put
good to
peppermint on the tick and
know.
it just died right there in
Oh
my
my
kid.
gosh, yeah, I didn't even think about that.
So you have to put it like around it so it wants to back out. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and it works like
It does.
magic. But I forgot all about that. I wanted to add that in.
Also, she doesn't have fleas, but if we want to combat the fleas and the ticks at one time, I would add some rosemary and some lemon. And I forgot to bring my lemon in. I would probably add lemongrass instead because it's a great bug spray. It's great for bugs. So, but she likes to come in, and we already have 2 cats in the house, so we don't want those cats to get any ticks at all. So, bugs, like Karen said, peppermint for spiders. You can spray it. We get them around the lights outside, around the back doors, and other different places. My daughter is super, super sensitive to mosquitoes, and actually we went camping a month ago, and I used my spray of TerraShield, lemongrass, eucalyptus, peppermint, cedarwood, and tea tree, and then I actually added in the geranium and the rosemary. She sprayed every night but once. And the one night she gets welts this big on her feet. So she knows now that she has to spray. And when I do this, I have the drops that I put in the spray bottle, but I put the drops of oil in the spray bottle first, then I mix half distilled water and half witch hazel, so that, and I still shake it up before I spray, because you still want to get those oils all mixed up. But that works for all of us, and it keeps the bug sprays. We camp at least once a month, and we don't get mosquito bites, except her.
I love that idea of putting it, we're battling, I feel like I vacuum or I have to sweep off our front stoop and all the cobwebs every single day. I never thought about taking my spray bottle out there and spraying it on the vinyl siding or the lights and seeing, I'll let you know how it goes next week. I'm gonna experiment.
And being also a camper, it's not a bug, but it's a pest, mice. Keeping mice and pests out of your camper, we use peppermint. Whenever I have an empty bottle of peppermint, I put a cotton ball inside, and then I dump it upside down and let it drain. And then I put the little cotton balls in our storage areas. And then every time we camp, I respray my cotton balls. The day we're packing up, I respray all my cotton balls. So we don't get mice. I don't like mice. Well, I mean, they're not bad, but I don't want them in my camper. Monica's next.
None next. Yeah, I like mice outside of my home. Like outside they're cute, but when they try to come in my home, then no, thank you. Ladies, that was great. So I used to tell people a while ago, actually until just recently, using the oils to repel insects was hard for me. So I used to say, you know what? Just use use that heavy stuff. And then if you do get a bite, then put lavender on it because lavender takes the itch away and helps heal it. But then I continued to learn more. And Karen, your sister actually posted this, like right when I was thinking, like, I really need to try to find a recipe. And then she posted a video. So I made it that day. She came on and she said, I have traveled the world and this recipe right here is the winner. So I made it that day, and we've tried it many times, right, Renee? Like we've gone on many hikes, deep woods, like not one of us got a tick bite or got a bug bite. Not ticks don't even they don't even like nothing. It's unbelievable. So I wanted to share that. And there's two different recipes. So the one that I've been using, because you could take the oils and you can put it and put it on, but we need easy. We need spray bottles, something that we can hold with us. So I'm going to tell you exactly what's in this bug spray that literally is my favorite now. And it is, so this was 4 ounces. So 20 drops of cedar wood, 10 drops of geranium, and 10 drops of lemongrass. That's it. 20 drops cedar wood, 10 drops of geranium, 10 drops of lemongrass. Put that in a 4-ounce glass bottle. Top off with water, but I would do the witch hazel because we learned right before that actually the witch hazel helps the oil and the water. It all just cohesively works together. Has the witch hazel allows the oil to linger longer. So that's what we want to do. So I would just pay attention, but literally I've been using this since, for a couple months now. Not one bug bite is my go-to because Terra Shield was never enough for my family on its own. We had to add peppermint. I would add lemongrass. And like Karen said, we have some new ones. Citronella is so good. I have lemon eucalyptus. I actually put that in here too, just to use it because I never used that oil. But that's recipe number 1 if you wanted to just make a spray bottle. Very easy. And then if you wanted to do a roll-on, it would be 30 drops of cedar wood, 20 drops of geranium, 20 drops of lemongrass. And that's kind of high. Like usually when we do roller bottles, we're only putting, 10 drops, 15, 20 at the most. But the bugs are resilient. And so we need something a little stronger. But I have been blown away by this recipe because I didn't think I could use the oils for a long time as solely a repellent. Now we have no deep products. We have no harsh chemicals, just using straight the oils as preventative. And if we do get them, because sometimes some of those mosquitoes are a little bit, they must be on steroids or something, because they still come in. But Danny, my oldest, is the same. He would get bug bites and they would welt up like huge and they would puff and it was bad. But lavender, if your child is like that and they're getting bug bites, this is season right now. Throw some lavender and it really takes it away. The toxins will remove from that bite. And then I wanted to talk about for dogs as well, because my doggie, she's never, I'm so happy, her birthday is coming up, she's gonna be 3, and she's never been on any flea or any tick medicine. I've had her checked out, this stuff works. So I was like, I need to go find my recipe for that. And lo and behold, it's all the same stuff. I just threw lavender in the trio. So my flea and tick preventative, I put it in a spray bottle when she comes in. it takes away that doggy smell too, because I don't like that. Shake this up, spray her. I do that. I try to do it in the summertime once a day. I skip here and there, but still 0 bugs, 0 ticks, 0 fleas, like just amazing. So it's working. And that recipe is 8 drops of geranium, 5 drops of cedar wood, 3 drops of lavender, and 3 drops of lemongrass. So that has a little bit less because this is something that I'm just trying to do every day as a preventative, and it makes her smell good. It makes her coat really shiny. Plus, like the cedar wood and the lavender is calming. So we have very healthy pets as well. And I'm happy that I can use the oils for the vast majority of my pet's health care as well. So I think that's all I wanted to say about, there were so many good tips. Using the cotton balls, I do that. I'll put that, especially in the warmer months, put those in the pantry. I like to put cotton balls of peppermint just to, as a preventative. For the most part, we don't have any issues with the bugs. So that's my protocol. We can open it up if you guys have any questions, if you want to talk about anything else. And I just want to say this is our last Zoom of the series, but we are going to continue because we have so much to talk about, so many different things. So we were planning, we have some really good things. We'll just stay tuned. Every Wednesday, same time, invite your friends. These are recorded and posted, but people are really enjoying what we have to share, and we're all learning together. So just wanted to kind of throw that out there, that even though this is the last one of this series, we have a lot more, and we're open to hearing. So you guys reach out, let us know what you want us to talk about, what you want to learn. Happy to do that.
So really important, real quick though, cats cannot have tea tree oil.
Mm-hmm.
It's very deadly to them.
Mm-hmm.
Just be sensitive with them. I actually, with my cats, use the digestin on him. Not talking about bugs, but I actually used the digestin and put it on his ears when he was throwing up one day,
Mm-hmm.
and he was fine.
Yeah.
I do use digestin on my dog that was throwing up.
Yeah.
And for him, I put it in between his toe pads. So, and I think that I got that from the Jasmine and Juniper page that we're on. But that's the best place for them to absorb it, just like our feet, right? So, and just dropping, I did a couple drops because he was really sick, and it's fixed it. And it was a bad situation. My dog is very sensitive. So, I mean, he just was very ill. He kept throwing up all day long, so I was concerned. And the oil saved us.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Does anybody have a garden?
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Yeah.
So, I originally bought cedar wood years ago not years ago, but like a year and a half ago, to combat my bugs in my garden.
Mm-hmm.
So put it in a spray bottle. Trying to remember. I haven't had bugs this year. It's really weird. I think it's like 20 drops in a spray bottle with your water, and then just spray your plants.
Oh, wow.
And it keeps the bugs off.
It does.
Yeah.
Really? I'm gonna do that. I plant basil in my garden, and that's a natural, and that's all I've ever had to do. My garden is organic and pesticide
Yeah,
free.
I haven't had any bugs this year, and with my weeds, I sprayed Dawn dishwashing liquid, Epsom salt, and vinegar.
Yep. It works.
Yep.
All natural. Nice.
But talking about bug bites, and if they do get bitten, Callie, my daughter, gets horrible bug bites. Last year, being silly, we forgot to spray when we were down camping near the water, and we were there half an hour, and she came back with bug bites from her thighs to her ankles. And I always carry my eucalyptus and my lavender, and I keep baking soda in the camper. So I make a baking soda paste. I put the baking soda in a little bowl, put some water in it to make it pasty, put my eucalyptus and my lavender in it, and stir it, and then put it on the bug bite. Let it sit till it's dry and crackly, and then wash it off.
Oh,
And that pulls out the oils and the juices. Works great.
Right. Oh, thank you for that.
yeah. That's
You know
a
what's
good
really
one.
good too? The breathe stick.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's got the eucalyptus in it.
Mhm.
And after you wash it off, put a breathe stick on it to help it for the nighttime.
Oh, that's such a good
Nice.
tip. You said the eucalyptus and lavender.
Yep.
Funny, just side note, Renee, you were like, I'm gonna pick eucalyptus. Guess what I had in my hand right before
Eucalyptus.
Of course! But then no, grab something else. I swear to God, I went straight for eucalyptus. I don't know why.
I think
I
last
do.
week it was the same thing. We had the
Yeah.
same one last week too.
It's funny, right before this starts, I always go over to my stash. I'm like, oh, who's up today? Who's gonna be the lucky one? It was beautiful for me today. I love this one.
So we, this week, my kids went out with their aunt on the Chesapeake Bay tubing and all that fun stuff and came back red lobster red, not good red.
Yeah.
Coconut oil, 10 drops of peppermint, 10 drops of lavender, spray it on.
Like heaven.
And they sleep well. The peppermint is cooling, the lavender is healing.
You could
Cannot
also
stress
throw some
enough it's
helichrysum in there too, Karen, to help with the healing of the skin.
Nice. I've never done that.
Yeah, and the peppermint, we had a peppermint
do
spray
it.
out by the pool, and it's
Yeah.
so delightful. So it's just cooling on the skin and stays with you, so it's very refreshing. But we also made a sunscreen, and did it with the helichrysum, and we read about the helichrysum and how it helps the skin so much. So it immediately starts to help repair the skin, which is why it's so good in the sunscreen to keep you from getting sunburn. So yeah, you can try it.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah, that homemade, that sunscreen has been working great, but we got a little too red one day, and oh, that mist is so nice. And then I like to keep peppermint, so I keep peppermint in the spray bottle in my refrigerator. On hot days, mist. It's so
Yeah.
nice. Right, Renee? I would go
It's
buy.
amazing. It's like, I don't know, we have our own spot all the time.
Yeah.
you
That's
know?
my goal. My goal in life is to walk around creating a spa-like feel for myself and everybody else that we are walking diffusers, aren't we?
We are. We are.
Yes. Ladies, do you guys have any questions about any bug repellent or anything with pets? The stuff works good. It's taken us a while to get here. And like, Renee was just saying, this is kind of new for us because I didn't think I could use just the oils to repel. Yes, we can. It's
I
very
have a question.
Yes. Hi, Amy.
Hi. It's not really bug related. It's more, I guess, the pollen or what's going on. So it's referring to the pets, the dog. So one of my dogs, the last week or so, have been licking, itching, biting, all that jazz. Today it took a turn and it's significantly worse. He's got hot spots in between his paws. So bad to where I need to go pick up a prescription tomorrow, but
You don't need
anything. That's what I'm wondering. I know. So what are you guys doing for inflammation? Or I know there's Kabaiba, but can you give that to a dog? I don't know.
There's okay, so first there's a Facebook page I will invite you to, and it's specifically how to use the oils with the dog. So you can basically help your dog with all the oils just like you help yourself. And then I'll just tell you, my dog was suffering from hot spots as well, doing the same thing. I use cedarwood and coconut oil because you know, not just because it's a carrier oil, but it's also going to just help with the skin and the healing, and it's antibacterial, so it helps clean it up. But that's my recommendation. The girls might have another one for you, but we all do it different. Yeah.
Cedarwood is it, Amy? I've sent cedarwood to family in Michigan for their dogs' hot spots. Just put it on, and like Renee said, using the coconut oil with it, and they're going to start licking it off. As soon as you put it on, they'll start licking, but it's still okay. Just be
consistent. Be consistent.
Yes, be consistent, and you will see. Like, I think I saw Tank's hot spots went away overnight. So
yeah, it was.
Wow.
you not even need that prescription, girl. Like,
Dude, that's what I know.
cedarwood now. Cedarwood and coconut oil. Cedarwood and coconut oil. And
do you guys have like a ratio that you're doing? Is it just kind of like 1 drop per like a spoonful or something? You know, like just something small.
I am terrible at measuring things, so I would literally just take my cedarwood, drop probably about 2 drops because my dog's big and like yours, and then take my little coconut oil. I have a here, it's actually holding at my phone. Hilarious. I learned this from my best friend Monica. So then I would just pour this in my hand, a couple little drops, rub it together, and then rub it on the spot.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay, cool.
Yeah. But you're gonna, I mean, for when I did it, I think I applied it 3 or 4 times that day. So I just kept on it. Plus, he kept looking at, like Monica said. So I just wanted to make sure I was just getting in there. But it was quick. It was quick.
Okay.
I'm
gonna do that tonight.
And remember what happened with my dog, Renee? Like when we opened the pool, Mia was running around like crazy, and all of her paw pads, she had ripped them open.
They were so bad. I felt so bad for him.
Cedarwood and coconut oil. The next day they were healed. So
wow.
Just do it. Really, it really. Like this cedarwood, you know, this is like what, $10, ladies? But this.
Oh my gosh, that cedarwood has saved me so many times. Yeah.
And we use it, we diffuse this for anxiety at night sometimes. It's really good on the bottoms of our feet for grounding. So these oils are so versatile. You know, we use them for everything, and they work for everything. Keep using them and using them and using them. But I hope your doggy feels better. That's tough.
Me too.
Yeah, me too. Thank you.
You both know, right, Renee? Overnight, we're like, because I was worried. I'm like, oh, her poor paws, you know, they were so raw and red, and
yep.
It worked.
And what did you use?
I used cedarwood and coconut oil, and then put a little bit of helichrysum because I had just got that helichrysum in. Remember, I was like, let me put.
Oh yeah. I thought you had another one.
But just cedarwood and coconut oil by itself is so good.
Okay. Thank you.
Linda, you had a question?
Yeah, I was wondering about the spiders. Would the peppermint be okay with the spiders? Because I know I'm using it on my back porch for flies. They're in my mailbox and they're driving me crazy. Yeah, I'm scared to open the mailbox. And I'm short, so I can't see inside the box. You know, I'm reaching in. So I don't know. Would the peppermint be?
Oh, that's creepy.
I would do a cotton ball.
Yeah.
The thing with that is you got to do it over and over again. But I mean, it's worth it if you want to get rid of them. I would just throw the cotton ball. Throw some peppermint. Right, peppermint is the best thing for spiders, right?
Yep. I think you could also use cassia. I want to say, because I was doing, when I first moved in here, there was an ant issue, and I think I don't remember if I looked it up, but I think you can do the same thing with cassia as well, because it's a hot oil. So it will burn them as well. So peppermint's a hot oil, cassia. So either one of those I think would work.
Okay.
Or maybe both.
I just looked up and it says peppermint is the most effective oil to repel spiders besides peppermint and spearmint. Also, you can include citrus elements like orange, lemon, and lime. Citronella, cedarwood, tea tree oil, and lavender can also be effective.
Okay, thank you.
Karen posted that earlier. Oh, you can't see it.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was a good one, Karen. I saved
Yeah,
that.
feel free to put it on your pages.
Yeah, for sure. Jill, did you have a question? Hey, Jill.
Hi. And I'm jealous that Karen's in New York.
So I almost I almost went by, and I still have a plan to go by and take a picture of your house and send it to you.
I know it's changed.
Mm-hmm.
I lost track of my question. I think Leanne mentioned that cats and tea tree oil is bad. Are
Yes.
there any other ones for either cats or dogs that need to be avoided? I have both cats and dogs, so.
Tea tree is the number one, so
Yeah.
you don't want to diffuse it. You don't want to spray it on them because it's very deadly.
Well, and I will
And
say,
for dogs, if you don't ever want to diffuse it for dogs as well, because it really irritates the inner membranes of their nasal passages, which is why they say to keep it, don't diffuse tea tree around the dogs.
I will say, I don't really diffuse. I never diffuse tea tree. No, never.
Yeah.
But,
I'm looking here, and it says,
Uh-huh.
oh, sorry, tea tree oil, wintergreen, cinnamon, clove
Mhm.
are ones, and they're just all the hot oils.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say this though, so I just use everything, right? So my dog, like if I have Melaleuca on and she's loving on me, it's fine, you know, but I'm not gonna purposely put the Melaleuca or the tea tree on her. And if it was diffusing, as long as it's doTERRA, it's okay. And as long as the animal can escape the room, because their sense of smell is just so much more heightened, they're much more sensitive. So it's fine. I'm never worried, you know. There was an instance where I did have to go throughout my whole house and spray Melaleuca because there was a kid here with lice and I freaked out and I was like, I gotta get Melaleuca on my whole entire house. So I did that and it's fine, you know. So I don't want people to be worried. When you're dealing with doTERRA, you're fine. Even though there are some oils that are, you know, you have to be careful around pets, but they'll let you know. I mean, your animals will let you know if they either love it and they're licking it off like crazy or licking it off you, or if they hate it and they'll go away. So they're pretty in tune, and every animal is different too, just like us. So that's the cool thing too. Like watching Renee's dogs are so different. One's like an oil fiend and one is like, get away from me. And so
Hates them, most of them. I think there's very few. Like she can tolerate cedarwood.
yeah.
That's it.
But you can see it. It's hilarious. She's like, no, thank you.
She's like, I'm out of here.
Yeah. So, I mean, I want to say that because a lot of people get nervous, you know, and I do because my animals are my babies, right? And so I would never want to do anything that's harmful. But I even think, like, as long as it's doTERRA, it's fine. I wouldn't say that about any other oil brand.
Thank you.
Mhm. More cues. Do you guys have any questions about, I mean, we don't have to talk about just insect stuff. Like, if you have any questions in general, we're here. We're here to answer, talk oils away. Nope. All right, ladies. Well, if that's it, Karen, Lee Erin, Renee, do you have any more that you want to add before we
No, I think we got it all out.
Don't forget to post the other ones because I missed a class.
Yes. We'll be posting everything. For right now, we're putting everything on our YouTube page, the Yogi Squared, just because it's easy, just kind of dump everything. But we have meditations on there. We have a few workouts. We're kind of using that as just like a catch-all. And we're posting all of these as well because we know not everybody can make it at the time that we go live. But we're going to continue. And so, like I said, we're excited to continue to share this, spread this knowledge, and we'll be here showing up, and hopefully you guys will join us and keep this thing going. So on that,
And,
Thanks for coming, ladies.
and
Lear.
email us what you're interested in.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. If you have anything in particular you want to talk about, I think it's a good idea to reach out. All right, ladies, it was so great again doing one of our favorite things, chatting oils with you. And as you know, we're available. Reach out with any questions or anything. And until next week, have a
Bye, guys.
have a
See you
great,
later.
have a good holiday. Use these oils and stay bug free. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.